Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series. In this video, we want to look at one of the new features coming out in TPC Desktop 2016 Release 2. In this release, we're focusing on speeding up the bottlenecks in the program that happen when we work with larger data sets. As we get into more LiDAR type of work, we're seeing our surveys going from 5,000 points to 50,000 points or 500,000 points or over a million points. In the example I've chosen here, I've got a polyface mesh that was exported as a DXF mesh that eventually was resampled down to about 50,000 points. It started out at over a million points, but we only needed 50 to correctly model the surface. And so I'm going to just open up that file here and take a look at it inside of Traverse PC. So here's my file. I'm going to import it here, and I want you to watch in the lower left here in the status bar as it walks you through the progress of bringing that data in. I've got this survey with almost 50,000 points in it, and I want to show you that things like the point view now get populated almost instantaneously. I would have had to sit here and wait for this in a previous version of Traverse PC. If I want to sort on a column here, it comes down and walks me through the progress of that on the status bar, but you can see it sorted those 50,000 points really quickly. And then of course I tell it I'm all done and it goes back to the normal display on those. Let's do the same thing with the traverse view. No problem opening these smaller traverses like a border traverse. You've done this for lots of versions of Traverse PC, and up to a few thousand points you really don't see much of a slowdown. But if I were to open a Traverse view with 50,000 points in a previous version of Traverse PC, I might be waiting here a while. Now they open really, again, almost instantaneously. Do you see how this opened with 2 rows per point? I'm going to switch to 1 row per point, and again, the change is almost instantaneous. Now, these changes here allow me to work on surveys with larger data sets. We have been testing routinely on surveys with in the neighborhood of 50 to 100,000 points. We're even running up to a test file with 1,000,003 points. And we're just walking all the way through the views, the routines, and making sure that you can pretty readily sit down and work with these larger data sets. Import, export, rotate, translate, relabel points, sort points into traverses, all the things you normally do with Traverse PC, almost without waiting, almost without noticing, because of the improvements in TPC Desktop 2016 Release 2.